Right now at 5:30, faith-based walk. Coulee Region Christians gather to recognize Good Friday.
And the Tomah VA Medical Center honors its Vietnam War veterans.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for an early edition of News 8 Now at 6 at 5:30. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Now, crews in Goodview are still battling a fire that has destroyed an apartment off of 5th Street.
Yeah, News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy.
Well, Emily, according to Goodview's Deputy Fire Chief Ben Klinger, the fire started earlier this afternoon when crews arrived. They say the building was engulfed in flames and everyone made it out okay. They tell me the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Right now, crews are putting out hotspots. But as you can see, guys, the building is completely charred. Firefighters still busy at work, and it appears to be, from what we're learning, a total loss. The deputy chief says the fire is big for the community and required mutual aid.
How many departments responded?
So we had mutual aid from the Winona Fire Department and the Minnesota City Fire Department.
Big fire for Goodview?
Yeah, big fire for Goodview. We don't get a lot of them, thankfully.
And coming up at 10, we'll be speaking to a neighbor who lives across the street who sent us that video of that roof collapse. For now, live in Goodview, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Okay, Jeremy Wall with the latest. Thank you.
The Teamsters Union at City Brewing Company could go on strike in May if a new contract is not agreed upon. According to sources within Teamsters Local 695, this week's two-day vote saw overwhelming support to authorize a strike. More than 400 members voted on two measures officially. The first was a litmus test on if members approved of a proposed 12-hour workday, and the second was to authorize a strike. And sources say members voted in favor of authorizing a strike and did not approve of the 12-hour shifts. Teamsters Local 695 has not yet shared an official tally of the vote, but we hope to get those numbers for you soon. City Brewing Company, meanwhile, says they are in the early stages of negotiations with the union for a new contract. That current deal with the brewery is up in May.
Another large coordinated search effort for missing 3-year-old Elijah Vu commenced yesterday. Multiple agencies from across the state conducted a wide-scale search west of the Two Rivers area. Dozens of drone team operations used thermal imaging in an effort to find the missing child.
Hope that they can find him now that they've concentrated that effort. I'm not sure what they've done before, but that really made me hopeful.
Yesterday's joint efforts were coordinated by the Wisconsin Division of Criminal Investigation. Elijah was reported missing on February 20th, and the community has not given up hope to find the toddler. Volunteer search efforts will resume Friday morning.
Well, with the Easter weekend upon us, let's get a sense of what travel conditions might be and what we might be coming into early next week with Greg.
Well, tonight we do have some showers in the way that could impact your travel. Won't be heavy showers. It'll actually have some wintry mix in a few certain areas that will kind of break down too. But that's what we're looking through tonight. As you plan out the evening, those showers won't really happen until later tonight. As you get down to just 47, that's a plus with the cloud cover. Our temperatures won't fall off too much in the 40s for this evening. And same story for Eau Claire. Increasing clouds. The showers really holding off till later at 10. As they work their way through with that east wind developing. As we kind of time out satellite right now, you can kind of see what's going on to the west. There is a winter weather advisory to the north for some ice that could be mixing in snow or sleet later tonight, really after midnight for north and northeast of Eau Claire. If we time that out throughout the evening, you can see the showers will begin to spread across the area really by 9 or 10. Light showers, heavier amounts probably as you go south of Prairie du Chien, even some thunderstorms down there. But then you see that pink turning into a little bit of a blue up to the north, and that's where the concern is for some icing potential through tomorrow morning. Shouldn't last too long. And oops, now that's just April Fool's. So it'll come there. That's just April Fool's.
You're so excited. It's not here yet.
Yeah, well, you know, we got April Fool's coming past Easter, but we do have some snow. That's not April Fool's. We do potentially have as we go through Tuesday. There it is. There's a bird shows up in the end.
Okay, you want to tell us what your password is too?
Nope, not going to say that. But I'll break all that down a bit later.
All right, thanks, Greg.
Today is National Vietnam Veterans Day. It's when local VAs thank and honor the people who served during the Vietnam War. The Toma VA Medical Center held a ceremony to honor our area veterans. The walls of Veterans Hall were hung with educational posters on the Vietnam War. Veterans and their families heard from various guest speakers, including Toma Municipal Judge and Navy veteran Tom Flock. The Master of Ceremonies for today's celebration says they're giving Vietnam vets the appreciation they should have received when they first returned home.
When they came back home from war, that they did not get an appropriate welcome, and we want to make sure that we honor and dedicate this ceremony to them and give them the welcome that they deserve.
Each Vietnam veteran received a commemorative pin for their service.
A Good Friday ritual at the Franciscan Spirituality Center this morning. People of all denominations gathering for the 15th annual Peace and Justice Stations of the Cross. The 2-mile prayer walk consists of 10 stops, starting at St. Rose Convent and ending at Riverside Park. Walkers reflect on the journey of Jesus to his crucifixion, taking moments for songs and prayers at each stop. One organizer says the walk outside is a good opportunity to connect with people who are experiencing hardships in the community.
It is important for us to remember those in our community that are still suffering and to lift them up in prayer, but then also to remember that our prayers do not end simply with words.
Local community leaders were also invited to lead prayers on that walk, which took about 2 hours to complete.
Today, students from area schools joined forces for a food drive. Interact clubs from 6 local schools gathered outside the Valley View Mall for a student-run food drive, hoping to fill shelves at the Hunger Task Force. The clubs already have an annual I Feed food drive in the fall, but this was the first ever Good Friday food drive, and they're hoping to make it an annual event.
This is the first one. We would like to make this an annual event, you know, kind of every Good Friday moving forward, because the Hunger Task Force shelves are a little low right now. So this is a perfect time of year to stock those shelves with food, and of course we'll have cash donations as well, but we'll make sure that people in the La Crosse area do not go hungry.
The drive today collected over 1,500 food items and 1,400 in monetary donations. All proceeds will be donated to the Hunger Task Force.
With Tuesday's election quickly approaching, you may be getting an increased amount of election-related text messages.
How they're getting your information in just a few minutes.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away. But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
God. What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open. You are not supposed to touch a thermostat.
There's no comfort like the comfort found in a Stressless, and now is the perfect time to get spring savings on the complete line of Stressless furniture, available only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. You'll get $200 off all Stressless recliners, power recliners, and office chairs. Plus, receive $200 off per seat on sofa and sectional groups. That's a savings of $600 on a sofa. Just imagine the savings on your dream sectional. Stressless furniture designed with the most innovative comfort technologies. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Well, as Tuesday's Wisconsin primary approaches, voters are getting inundated with messages as campaigns ramp up electronic and digital efforts in the final few days.
Text messages are especially prevalent right now. Maybe you've already gotten a few, and a common question we're hearing is, how did they get my number? Adam Reif explains who's behind the messages and how they got your information.
Message after message after message. Phones are lighting up lately with unsolicited messages. Some share voting information like early voting sites or how to request a ballot by mail. Others focus on local issues like the MPS funding referendum. And some are nationally focused, like the push to vote uninstructed instead of for President Biden. One message is sent by a conservative PAC. It urges people to vote yes on the 2 constitutional amendment questions that concern election administration funding and poll workers. The message says without yes votes, quote, billionaires will continue pouring millions into Wisconsin. The sender is Election Integrity PAC. It's solely funded by another PAC whose primary donor is Republican mega donor Richard Uihlein, himself a billionaire from out of state. Vote FTW is a progressive get out the vote campaign that's run by a California technology company. Their text messages cite Wisconsin voters by name, use their address, and send a picture of their polling location. The common question is, how do they know? But there's an easy answer. Your voter information is easily available to anyone per state law.
And here's how easy it is to get voter information in the state of Wisconsin. Simply go to the state's Badger Voters website. When you click on Create Request, you can then filter out all the information that you want to get. For the purposes of this example, we'll go to the top of the list with the statewide list of voters. After clicking on Get Estimate, we'll see that it's a very easy $12,500, and you'll be getting more than 3.4 million voter records. And here's what that information will look like. Keep in mind, this is an example file from the state. None of this information is real, but if it were, you'd be getting pages and pages of names and addresses. You'd see email addresses and cell phone numbers. You'd see when people registered to vote. You'd see which elections they voted in and the manner in which they voted.
Pretty easy to get that information. Now, the Wisconsin Elections Commission has some things that will never be disclosed, like date of birth, driver's license number, and social security number.
And they'll never reveal how a person voted.
Former President Donald Trump and other co-defendants are still trying to kick Fani Willis off the Georgia election interference case.
Yeah, Judge Scott McAfee previously ruled the Fulton County District Attorney could continue on the case, but only if her top prosecutor, Nathan Wade, resigned.
And that's because there were ethical questions surrounding their previous romantic relationship. Wade resigned after that decision, clearing the way for Willis to stay on.
Trump's and other defense attorneys are appealing the ruling. They want the entire Fulton County DA office disqualified from the case.
UPS announcing their Network of the Future plan.
But the future may be leaving some jobs in the past. More when we come back.
We got the showers for tonight. Saturday looks good, but I'll break down when we see those showers come back for Easter Sunday, along with those temperatures look like. The good news is we got some 60s in the forecast for next week. I'll break all that down coming up in your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to work in the yard, tackle a project, or enjoy family time, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $100 spent on Estate lawn fertilizer, like Estate Weed and Feed, $34.99. Bags of Miracle-Gro potting mix, just $14.99. And all men's and women's Carhartt pocket tees, 2 for $30. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings. And for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
If replacement windows
a new patio door or a new entry door is on your 2024 home improvement list, then you owe it to yourself to connect during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom and see all of the beautiful window styles. See the beautiful new woodwork you can enjoy on your new windows. Arrange for a prompt free estimate during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show at the Board Store. Call or visit today.
March is Theater Education Awareness Month, and the La Crosse Community Theater has partnered with La Crosse Schools to provide our youth with a magical experience of theater regardless of financial circumstances. The Star Academy summer camps are designed for both new and experienced youth performers and technicians. Our teachers are dedicated to building confidence, cultivating empathy, and expanding creativity. Find out more at lacrossetheater.org.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Many UPS package sorters could soon be out of a job.
The parcel carrier plans to close 200 sorting centers over the next 5 years. The company calls it Network of the Future. It's expected to save $3 billion per year by 2028. It comes as UPS is forecasting double-digit profit margin growth by 2026. That prediction comes just a few months after Teamsters won massive raises during high-profile contract negotiations last summer.
Immediately after that deal, UPS warned its profits would fall and adjusted last year's revenue outlook to $93 billion. The same outlook for 2026 is up to $114 billion.
Well, will the bunny be hopping around, the Easter bunny be hopping around on wet grass this weekend?
What a question. And for the answer, Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
It depends on the time of the day when he's hopping around. So during the morning hours, probably not. Some rain and potentially in the afternoon, but shout out to my granddaughter who turns 2 this week, actually on Easter weekend too. And that's my stepdaughter in the picture. And of course, there's the bunny there that they were enjoying about a couple weeks ago too. But overall, we do have some wintry mix tonight. We'll kind of time that out for some areas. Most areas will just see some light rain. Cloudy for Saturday, but overall not too bad. And then I mentioned the showers that are coming on Easter Sunday, more in the afternoon, and further south you go, probably a better shot. But there's your winter weather advisory up to the north, and this really is probably after midnight when some of this could start mixing in, or at least start off with some freezing rain, maybe some sleet or even snow. Really hard to see if any of this is going to accumulate on road surfaces since it is fairly warm. And once we get to about 6 or 7 in the morning, it all should be melted if anything. But if you're traveling that direction tonight, something to keep in mind of. Overall, these showers will begin to expand across the area about 10 p.m. We'll just see really light scattered showers pretty much through the Cross area. As you go further north, it might be a little bit more just general light rain. Further south, might even see a thunderstorm potentially towards Prairie du Chien. But notice as it starts turning a little bit more pink color up there northeast of Eau Claire, and then eventually maybe into some blue. So that's the area of concern. Given the temperatures, it'll still be fairly warm, and that's why it's uncertain how much will be on roads. But by 5 or 6, a lot of this begins to wrap up. Temperatures still fairly mild overnight in the mid to upper 30s for most areas. And then throughout tomorrow, it's really just going to be the cloud cover with more sun in the afternoon, 40s generally, with 50s to the south, middle 40s up to the north, but especially towards the afternoon, I think we'll start seeing a lot more sun come out. Temporarily, though, unfortunately, cloud cover is going to come back in the picture. For ice amounts, just a little bit up there, less than a tenth. Once again, this is on grassy areas. Not hard to see how much we'll actually get on snow, but for, roads. Otherwise, for Easter, we're looking at temperatures getting up to the mid-40s. Cloudy conditions for Eau Claire. The showers hold off. There might be one in the afternoon or evening, but I think better shot is further north, further south or even later. For La Crosse, it's really that shower that comes in probably towards the evening. Once again, it's just going to be spotty and light showers. Temperatures about where we should be, upper 40s, low 50s for this time of year. It's all responsible because of this low out to the west that's going to begin to push closer to the area. But ahead of it, it keeps kind of shooting these little waves across. One comes through Sunday, and then we're going to have more that'll be basically coming through the areas we get closer to Monday into Monday night and Tuesday. Especially by Monday, that low develops to the south, and we're on the northern edge of it. So Monday afternoon, Monday night looks pretty good for rain. And then on the backside, depends how things play out, that we might get a little change over to snow coming in Tuesday morning. This could impact the Tuesday morning commute. We'll have to look at that closer as we get closer to Tuesday, but that's what we're looking at. Beyond that, it kind of gets out of the way. We have a cooler Wednesday, but 60s are coming back for after that. That's the good news. But for tonight, Showers coming through, that wintry mix probably north of Black River Falls, Stanley, Medford, up to Ladysmith is one area of concern. Otherwise, once the showers end tomorrow morning early, should get up into the 50s for most areas of the south, 40s up to the north. Cloud cover, probably more sun as you go into the afternoon, but all in all, not too bad. Easter Sunday starts off dry, then maybe a little wet towards the afternoon or evening, and then it gets a little bit better shot for getting wet Monday into Monday night, with maybe a changeover coming Monday morning before we have a breezy and kind of cool Wednesday. And then everyone's going to enjoy the end of next week and the weekend because the 60s, potentially 70 coming back for next weekend. So that's the positive, but not a bad Easter weekend for the end of March. It could be far worse. We could be dealing with snow and cold temperatures.
Glad we are not.
Yes.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the T-Wolves can find themselves in first place tonight with a win over the defending champs. Plus, opening day for the Brew Crew got pushed back 24 hours, but it was worth the wait. Crew in New York this afternoon taking on those Metropolitans. Rob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
During Markdown Madness at Dahl Auto, choose from over 1,300 vehicles with special sales event pricing. Then make no payments until June, plus get $250 in accessories. Make a fast break to Dahl Auto.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the Culinary Collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
Are your windows old and drafty? Your home improvement company can help eliminate your window worries with our custom replacement windows. We'll exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials, all made in the USA. Your home improvement company provides a superior remodeling experience, and right now buy 2 windows and get 2 free. That's right. Call now to get this amazing offer and also enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto. Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Well, we waited almost 5 months for baseball. What's another 24 hours, right? Brewers were supposed to open the season yesterday. Rain got in the way, so let's do it today. Picture perfect day in the Big Apple. Baseball's back. Brewers taking on the Mets. The home team striking first. Bottom 2, Starling Marte takes Freddie Peralta deep. Line drive solo shot makes it 1-0 New York. But the Brewers answer back in the 4th. Christian Yelich all over this hanger. He smokes it to right. Carries over the wall for a solo blast. Yelly goes bye-bye. Brewers tie it at 1. Then in the 5th, here comes some insurance. Runners on the corners for Willie Contreras. Marte has some trouble out and right. Barely makes the grab. Andrew Monasterio races home to give Milwaukee the lead. And then in the 7th, it's the rookie chipping in. Jackson Chourio hits one to second. Mets try to turn 2, but the 20-year-old turns on the Jets. It's 3-1 Brewers. Let's go to the 8th now. Things get a bit interesting here. Willie Adames grounds it to short. The newest Brewer, Rhys Hoskins, a little late on the slide. Jeff McNeil don't like it. He has some words for the former Philly. These two have a bit of a past. The benches would clear. Then Hoskins lets McNeil know what he thinks about him right here. Umpires would review it. They called the slide clean. Back to the game now. Abner Uribe on to close it out. 1, 2, 3. Impressive 9th inning from Uribe. Brewers give up just 1 hit on the day. And they get the win in their season opener, 3-1, the final from New York. On the college diamond, the UWL baseball team is back in lacrosse. Eagles playing 2 today against WIAC rival UW-Platteville. Game 1 going UWL's way. Eagles win their home opener by a final of 6-5. They improved to 9-3 on the young season. Kate will have the highlights from Game 2 of the doubleheader later on tonight. On the hardwood, big one for the T-Wolves tonight. They've won 3 straight. They'll look to make it 4 in a row tonight against the defending champs. Minnesota comes into this one just a half game behind the Nuggets for that top spot in the Western Conference. A win over Denver would put the T-Wolves back in first place. I can't even spell anymore. Minnesota got win number 50 on the season a couple nights ago at home against Detroit. Wolves and Nuggets tip off from the Mile High City tonight at 8 Central. Kate will have those highlights as well in tonight's Sportscast. Going back to that slide, I'm a Mets fan.
Of course.
I will admit, I like it. I like that old school baseball. And like you said earlier, we talked about it earlier, the throw was bad.
Yeah.
So it didn't even give him a chance to kind of avoid
pull
that
off
slide.
the bag,
So
yeah.
It's going to happen.
But yeah, Mets, Phillies guys,
Yep.
they all have
They hate
history.
each other. I love that stuff.
Bitter rivalry.
Let's be petty.
Hey, do you want the white jersey on next week?
Stop it. Series ain't over yet. I still have a chance. Just one game.
I'm feeling confident. Thanks, Rob.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
Expect more from local politics this election year. Go to news8000.com/elections to hear from the candidates themselves. Complete and fair. News 8 Now.
The two-day sale is this Friday and Saturday at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices on your favorite furniture and mattresses. This power reclining sectional is just $26.99 or pay no interest for 3 years. Hurry, Home's two-day sale ends Saturday.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings, and for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, pay no interest for 5 years on Tempur-Pedic mattresses, plus a $300 shopping cart, free white glove delivery, and a 120-night guarantee. Get Tempur-Pedic mattresses at Home Sleep Express.
All right, showers tonight. We will be watching that area just northeast of Eau Claire for maybe some wintry mix of freezing rain. There's a winter weather advisory for that area. But otherwise tomorrow mainly dry. Then the showers come back in Sunday afternoon. Looks wet Monday into Tuesday. But 60s potentially coming back the end of next week.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you after the games.